Alan, road to Wembley is done and dusted for a year, unfortunately. Credit to the ground staff and volunteers that came down yesterday to start off with for clearing the pitch that was covered in snow from Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, well said, mate.
That said, although it was a tight game, it was a good spectacle to watch, given that the conditions could have dictated that it was a slog up the middle.
Yeah, thought it was a good contest, mate. Thought it was a good contest. Both sides missing some senior players or some star players, if you like. Disappointed with the way we started. We obviously erred, didn't feel the kick, and then the soft try from the scrum, and then I thought we did well, and then we're doing the really tough stuff well at the minute. We're defending our goal line, we're getting the ball off our own goal line, but then we're not fielding kicks, or we're throwing the ball in touch on play one, or we're giving forward passes on play one, and I'm really my concern is at the moment, you know, we've been done at Doncaster by 2 points and done there today, and it's similar. It's a similar sort of defeat, and it was a very young side. And obviously we missed Steve. I know he's an experienced leader in the middle. Obviously, some of our Harvey Ellis is still only 23, 24, bully young lad. Back row was young, and I just felt their experience and their middles, their physicality, probably caught up with us a little bit because we was turning that ball over so cheaply. Disappointed with the way we started the second half, but I just thought the two turning points for me. We've conceded with a man in the sin bin, and we had the ball, and then they had a man sent off, and we built a bit of pressure, and then last tackle set restart, which was avoidable, and then they've cracked us and scored, and those 10 points, I think it was, really hurt us, and like I say, we've been done by 2 points in the end.
Did seem a tale of two cards, unfortunately, that we got Sam Hallis in the bin coming out of our 30-40 area, and that put them straight back into good ball, and unfortunately they scored off the back of that. After Keighley went down a man, we spent a little bit of time in there, 20, and unfortunately they soaked up all the pressure and then broke out and went and scored probably the decisive score.
Yeah, and it was always going to be a tight game. Spoke about that on Wednesday night. I think you was in the meeting, and you'll back me up on that, where I said it's going to be a 1 point game, and we needed to ice them moments and our opportunities, and make sure we're good defensively. And unfortunately, yeah, we've conceded there. They've got 12 men, no full back threat, and they've just cracked us and got us on the next play. And we've got to be better than that. We do, you know. I'm not going to ever, praise and proud of the effort, because that's always going to be there. The character of the squad's going to be there. The way we came back, the way we fought to the end. You'll get that every week with this game. But we've got to start being smart and get on the other side of these close losses. And there's plenty to like in there. There is, when we review it, and it's a bit raw now, and we're gutted and we're disappointed. But there's plenty of positives in there as well. But I think the overriding emotion really is of regret and disappointment, because I feel it was there for us today. I think if we're a bit smarter, if we defend that set you just spoke about, we go on and win the game, because we're a fit team, and we're a fast finishing side, which we proved in all the games we played this season.
Without bringing more experience into the squad, how do you get on the right side of these scorelines?
We learn from them. I didn't think our set finishes were poor today. Doesn't seem to matter what combination we put in at the minute, and it's not just the halves. It's where we're landing on play 5. It's all those things. I didn't think we kicked the ball well today, and like I say, those errors we've got to learn. We made a few last week, and we said a better team, and that's no disrespect to Crewe, because they're a good side. We knew it would burn us against a better opposition, and we need to be better against your Doncasters, your Dewsburys, your Rochdales, your Workingtons, your Oldhams. We need to make sure we're not giving those teams the opportunity. And like I say, we do all the hard stuff well, and then we let we let teams off the hook with those errors and those bad decisions. I thought Mike Knowles was excellent at half today, and that could be an option for us. Steve Crosley was ill with, like we spoke about, really low on energy, and Sweets just had a sore shoulder, and we just didn't want to push it today and then he'd be out for an extended period. So that's why we went with what we went, team-wise.
Got a long trip back to League One action next week. We've got a long trip and a short turnaround for London. What do you do to pick the lads up during this week?
Well, we just go through our process. We review, we recover, we have a good session. Our prep wasn't best this week. I'm not using an excuse, but obviously we couldn't train on Friday, and with different half-backs in and players out of the team, we probably needed that run, and we looked like we missed that run today with the snow. But obviously that affected a few other people as well. It's just the way it is sometimes. So we'll get 2 good sessions in. We're going to train on 4G on Thursday, and that'll give us good prep going to London. We've got players to come back in, hopefully, and we'll be right.
Well, commiserations on today. We'll look forward to a trip down to London next week.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Alan.